Hello, all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Moon. Last time, we moved into our new home of the tropical island of Alola. And did a little bit of exploring, received our first Pokemon, beat up How. I got his name right this time. That's nice, I guess. And today, we are going to be running around, and I suppose the professor is trying to herd us in the direction of the ruins up over there. But first, I would like to look around Iki Town here and just, invade people's houses, do the usual RPG thing. See if anyone has anything interesting to say. It is said that the ancient people rode over the waves and seas together with their Pokemon to settle the Alola region. I believe in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, although I don't know the specifics. In the sections where you travel between islands, you can do a little mini game called like Mantine Surfing or something, which I assume is exactly what it sounds like. I don't know exactly what it involves. I don't think that was in the original Sun and Moon. I think that's new in this game. I don't really remember what we did between islands in the first game. I think we just like crossfaded to the new location or something. But we'll get to that when we get to that, I'm sure. That's the only house over there. This is the sign telling me what town we're in, isn't it? Yeah, Iki Town. I keep trying to use the D-pad to walk around, but it's not gonna work. We have to use the circle pad in this game. If you treat your Pokemon wrong, the guardian deity will strike you down with lightning. But all the children just laugh when I tell them that. Alright. I want to meet the guardian deity. Maybe I should cause some mischief for our Pokemon. Alright, that is what we call a perverse incentive, sir. Kids learning the wrong lessons here. Let's see, how big is Iki Town exactly? Alright, so this is just like the end of the road up on this little bluff overlooking the jungle. Sir! Alright, you don't really tell me anything new. I'm not gonna read out loud every single line of dialogue because I do want to have, a little bit of my voice left at the end of the day. Opening a window lets night come creeping in. If you leave one open, it'll make you sleepy. On lovely calm days like this one, I always think of my brother. When we were young, he worked so hard to collect sand from the beach. Where could he be now? What must he be doing? I don't believe Hawaii actually really likes it when you do that because, they want their sand to stay on the beaches and not go home with every single tourist that comes through. That said, I think one of my cousins has it now. My grandparents collected sand from various beaches they visited throughout the world, and they had a nice collection of it from probably 20 or 30 different locations in little files. And I think one of my cousins decided to take that with them when they died. It's an interesting little... I guess, like, some people collect postcards, some people collect, like... Probably mostly postcards, because I'm trying to think of something else that, like, wouldn't go bad. Like, obviously you can't collect food. And some people collect sand, so... Nevertheless. Let's see. For some reason, I was thinking Rockruff was a Galar Pokemon, but no, that's right. Rockruff evolves into Lycanroc. I can't remember if it's got a middle stage, and that was definitely an Alola Pokemon. Let's see, there are some totems up here. What do you old people have to say? Don't forget to save. If you remember everything that's happened, you must not forget to save. If you want to remember everything that's happened. Yeah, so that's one of those things that I try not to do when I'm recording, especially on games that don't let you back up your save file. Just in case anything goes wrong with the recording and I have to redo part of the game, I would like to, be able to verify that the recording is safe before saving and making it sort of a point of no return. Kahuna Hala! Boy, that's a satisfying one to say. Kahuna Hala is the strongest Pokemon trainer on all of Melee. There must be some trouble going down somewhere on the island that needs a Kahuna's touch, because he said something about it, how it's time for all Hala. And then off he went. Alright. I'm not sure why, sometimes when you talk to an NPC and they turn you back, they don't allow you entry into an area. Why, like, instead of just leaving it at that, the game will fade to black and, like, move you over 2 feet. I don't know if that was, like, an on-purpose design thing that they did, or if there's some, like, technical reason why that has to happen. I would imagine that, like, when there's, you can't go through that door because that NPC is blocking it. I would imagine that the door is just disabled, like, on a technical level, such that you wouldn't be able to go through it anyway, even if the game didn't forcibly move you off to the side. But whatever, that's what they chose to do, so here we are. So this is this Mahalo Trail? I as a amateur armchair linguistic amateur armchair fan of linguistics. I know, like, a couple of the really obvious words in Hawaiian. Aloha, not alola, but aloha is kind of the one that everyone knows. It means hello and also goodbye. And mahalo, I believe, is... I don't know if it directly would translate it to thank you, or if it would be some other expression of gratitude. Let me actually see what the banner says. Alright, yeah, this is Mahalo Trail. I will, whenever I see a name, I will try to remember to go and, like, look up if it means anything, or if it's just, like, a pun on something, or some sort of contraction, or anything like that. And, like, Iki Town, for example, I have no idea if that means something. Melee, I have no idea if that means something. Nebby! And what's your name? I almost called you Luffy, it's, Lily. Please stay in the bag. We could get in trouble if anyone sees you. Alright, we have a, It's not a heist, it's like a stowaway plotline here, I guess. A heist would be if you're breaking in to steal and or save someone. But this, I guess this would be a stowaway. But anyway. Get in the bag, Nebby. Alright, see Spearow there. I'm not entirely sure what's going through your little bird brains, but, like, that thing is made of cloud. I don't think... I feel like there's better sources of food on this tropical island for you. Anyway, who are you? Never mind me. You have to help it, please. Save it. Save Nebby. Those Spearow are attacking it. But I'm not a trainer. I can't. I do remember when Sun and Moon first came out, one of the criticisms of it was that it was very verbose in the first, basically most of the first islands, especially the first perhaps hour of the game. And I've played worse. I just got off playing the Golden Sun games. And those games are definitely worse than what we've been seeing so far. Like, why use one sentence to explain something when you could use, like, 7 or 8? But, hopefully that won't, like, bother me too much. And by the, yeah, let's just, use Ember, set this little birdie on fire. I don't know if that changed, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is where I was, going with this. But we'll get through that part of the game. And then I think this is one of the longer Pokemon games as far as, like, the main story goes. I remember my original Let's Play of this went to, like, 104, and I think most of that was main story. I think not a lot of that was, like, post-game or anything like that. I do want to actually do a little bit more of the post-game than I did in my original Let's Play in this game. Gonna get a level up out of that. And I believe there's actually a separate epilogue that was added to this game, which was not on the original, so we'll be doing that too. Anyway, you managed to chase off that one Spearow, but... oh, there are still more. Please help Nebby if you can, but be careful. It looks like the attack may have damaged the plank bridge, too. Alright, are we gonna have to go through this, 2 more times? Jump! Everything's more fun if there's a significant risk of bodily injury. Alright, so we are not gonna battle any more Spearow, but we are going to, thanks, buddy. Definitely didn't make this problem worse. Oh, thank goodness. You tried using your power again, didn't you? Oh, Nebby. You know what happened last time you used it. You couldn't move for ages after that. I don't want to see you like that again. Hey, Lily, look on the bright side. If Nebby, you know, paralyzes itself, it'll be easier to put it back in the bag. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm so sorry, Nebby. I know you were trying to save me that time, and I couldn't even help you in return. Wait, what is that? A sparkling stone? It feels almost warm somehow. Please, forgive me. I'm so grateful for you helping us out of that dangerous spot. Alright, are you the kahuna? Yes. That is definitely the question to ask right here. I'm Lily, so I've been calling her Lily. I don't actually know if we've been introduced to her name up until this point. But I'm gonna assume that by this point, most people are at least vaguely familiar with the characters in Pokemon Sun and Moon, so we won't be worrying too much about that. Anyway, and I suppose this stone must belong to you. Nope, never seen it before. No idea what that is or where it came from. That is the Sparkling Stone. I hope this isn't, like, some kind of incriminating evidence of any sort. But we're gonna put that in the key items pocket anyway. Don't tell anybody about this, about seeing Nebby. It's a secret, okay? Come on, into the bag, Nebby. I'm worried you might get attacked again by some wild Pokemon or something. I know it's a little too much for me to ask it, but do you think you can see us back to town? Alright, do we have a following NPC? Or are we just gonna we're just gonna cut back to town? Oh, Drago, you already met Lily, huh? She's my assistant, yeah? Lily, I thought you were the kahuna. I thought you were... Wait. I thought you were with the kahuna. Alright, Kukui. Alright, so maybe that wasn't such a silly question when I asked it earlier, because you never know. I think we did hear that the kahuna was like an old guy, though, so I don't know if... We probably got some description of what the kahuna actually looked like before this. But anyway, Kahuna Hala, he said he had something to attend to, so he left town on his own. I was just taking a little stroll up Mahalo Trail while I waited for him to return. And that's how you met our new neighbor Drago, huh? He just got to Alola yesterday. Help him find his way around, yeah? Alright, more tutorials, awesome. So you're also one of the professor's acquaintances. It's nice to meet you. The Kahuna's back. Kahuna Hala has returned. Our Guardian's Chosen One is back. Alright, so that's just chatter. I'm not going to read every single line of chatter, so that I can save my voice for the actually important dialogue bits. So this is the old guy. It's nice hair. Have I missed something? There you are, Kahuna Hala. Was there some kind of trouble? Ha, just got caught in the middle of some brawling rockruff, that's all. Sorry, Lily. What were you saying before? For some reason, I thought I saw Tapu Koko flying around. Yes, Kahuna Hala. Nebby got attacked by some Spearow on the plank bridge, and Drago here helped protect it. But the bridge collapsed, and I thought both of them might fall to the bottom of the ravine. And that was when the island's garden deity swooped in to save them. Like I said, everything's more fun if there's a significant risk of bodily injury. Woo, that's a story you don't hear every day. Oh, although it is said to protect us, our Tapu Koko is a rather fickle creature, yet our guardian was moved to save you. Kukui, my boy, I think we have cause to celebrate. Looks like we have a brave and a kind new Pokemon trainer in our midst. I'm glad to meet you, child. I am Hala, the kahuna of Melee Melee Island. Welcome to Alola. Young Kukui has told me of your coming. I'm glad we got the chance to meet today. Oh, when did you get out again? I know the Kahuna Hala and the Professor will keep you safe from any harm, but you should stay in the bag and stay out of sight. It's safer that way. Nebby, well, it seems to have taken a liking to you. I've read that Pokemon like it when you pet them and take care of them, you know? Alright, here's a lovely gift for me to help make today special, Drago. And that is the Pokédex. Alright, I forgot we didn't have that yet. The Pokédex is a real high-tech kind of tool, yeah, then that can automatically record facts about any Pokemon that you meet. Your new partner, Litten, is already registered, oh yeah, so check it out. So that is a trainer passport. Well, you get to meet the Kahuna at least. Ready to head home now, Drago. Alright, so we can walk around. That was a fun little adventure. Hang on. Alright. What is it, How? Hop? How? Yes, I was right the first time. Did you forget something? You're seriously asking me that? Here's the one here that forgot to tell anyone before wandering off for a little stroll and a sing without a word, huh? Would you be so kind as to give me a look at that sparkling stone you have there? Could it be? Tutu, isn't that? You were rescued by Tapu Koko at the bridge. Isn't that what I heard? Yeah. Basically. So it even deigned to give you a stone. Perhaps you are here in Alola, Drago, because this is where you are meant to be. Allow me to borrow this stone for now. Fret not, I'll return it to you tomorrow evening. You have the makings of a brilliant trainer. I can see the light within you, too. You must do us the honor of joining in our festival tomorrow. First, I'll make sure you get home back safe today, Drago. Lily, could you two, you two should come with us too, yeah? I wouldn't want to go losing you twice in one day. You were that precious Pokemon of yours. Yeah, keep my eye on it. She says as it escapes for the 5th or 6th time today. Alright, oh, would you try not to escape at the very moment that you were told not to wander off? I like this joke so much more than I have any right to. Alright. So we're just going to teleport back home, which is just as well, because I don't think there was really much to do on the walk back that we haven't already done. Welcome back, Drago. So what did you think of Kahuna Hala? Oh, and look who you've got with you. I hope this isn't going to be a problem since you already have one cat and they can be a little bit, you know, judgy of each other sometimes, let's just say. It came running out to help you. What a sweet little thing. Right there on Route 1. And it saved you. That's amazing. It must have been fate that you met. The two of you look great together. I feel happier just looking at the pair of you. So, for the most part, I think there's a couple exceptions like Pikachu and Eevee and some of the more popular Pokemon of the original generation, but for the most part, the Pokemon from Kanto still have their original cries from the original games. That was a doorbell. Guys, I am the biggest moron in the history of morons. That was the doorbell in the game. It says as much on screen. And upon hearing it, I jumped up, I put my 3DS down, and I went to check the actual doorbell, and there was no one there. Alright, go see who it is. Yeah, I did. It was nobody. Oh, I can walk around. Alright. But this is our back porch. This is, I wish, of all places in the game, I wish we had camera control, like, just here. Because it would be really cool if we could just rotate the camera 135 degrees and just look out, but unfortunately no such luck. So we're gonna go inside, and I guess it would be more like our side porch. Kukui interrupting me. Hey there, Drago, it's about time we set out for the festival, yeah? But first, I've got something to teach you. Yeah, now that you're a real Pokemon trainer. This is going to be the catching tutorial, isn't it? Alright, this is going to be the catching tutorial. Do I want to leave this in? Should I just cut this out of the video? We've seen this so many times. Alright. Me and Meowth will be sure to unpack every last box here. You'll see. Yes, you too, Meowth. You know, being 18 inches tall and having little spindly little arms. But, that is not the back porch, but like the side porch, isn't it? And I guess that if I were to run out of the house, like, sideways, you could see the view anyway, but still. Alright. Pretend you're a Pokemon and use your agility. Do I have to? I would ask, like, how you got your car on the islands, but, I guess the answer to that would probably be that, like, you put it on a ferry or some other shipping vessel, probably with the rest of your stuff when you moved in. and got it here that way. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that's how you get cards from one place to another. Anyway, we're gonna pretend that I didn't have that little, you know, brain moment, but we're just gonna run into the tall grass, and Kukui is gonna tell us about. Yeah, all right. So definitely do not really feel like watching a catching tutorial for the 85,000th time in my life. So let's just go through this as quickly as possible. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna treat that like a regular wild encounter, and nothing interesting happened in it because it was the professor who was catching the Pokemon and not me, and therefore I'm justified in just editing the whole thing out. Alright, yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I definitely couldn't just choose to cut it out anyway because it bores me. And I definitely have to justify it with some explanation like that. Whatever. You're gonna give me Pokeballs, you're gonna also give me potions apparently, and we're gonna head up to town. Out this way. And I guess I mentioned in the last video, and then remembered that I didn't have any Pokeballs with me, but I will try and just catch a Pokemon in every single new area of the game, whenever available. Not even if I'm not planning on using it, not because I'm really interested in catching them all or anything like that, but just because you know, once in a while it can be handy if an NPC asks to see a certain Pokemon and you happen to have it. It could you know, be a little mini side quest or something like that. They might give you an item or that kind of thing. So, and also it's just like interesting to see what's out there. Let's see. So you're down to about a third. I'm gonna go into my bag. I'm going to go into the Pokeballs pocket, and I've got 10 of those apparently. So we're just gonna go and toss one out. We only got to see half of the throwing animation there. I'm sad. It feels like I got ripped off. Anyway, we have now got ourselves a Grubbin. This evolves into a rather interesting Pokemon, does it? I think I used one in Sun originally. Yeah, you'll be added to the Pokédex. I will not... Oh, yes, it shows the evolution chain, too. I will not be, like, giving you a nickname or anything like that, and as soon as I get the chance, I will be sticking you in the PC. Or, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll be lazy about that and just leave some, things in the, in my party until, like, I've got actual Pokemon to replace them with. Because, like, they're gonna default to going in my party anyway, and I don't know if I feel like visiting the PC every time I see a new route. But anyway, so is this gonna be our first trainer, officially? So, little kid over there, tossing the Pokeball up and down. So, let's do this. So, as I said, I generally will narrate through the first trainer battle of every video, and then after that I'll just speed through them for the sake of time. I believe, if I'm counting this correctly, you are going to be our first trainer battle. And probably also last, honestly, because I think I'll end this off here after this, actually, because I think we've made a decent amount of progress in this video. And next time we'll start off by, you know, continuing down this route. So you got a Baniri. It's only level 3, I'm level 7. I don't really expect this to take very long. This is going to take very long, isn't it? Alright, fine. This is going to be a 3-hit KO. I have to say, I don't remember the HP bar scrolling this slow in this game. It's not like Diamond and Pearl slow, which was like 1 hit point per frame or something like that, but it is slower than I'm used to coming off of like Gen 5, playing the Gen 5 games recently and more modern Pokemon games that came after this. But anyway, Pico's gonna grow to level 8. Pico's gonna learn Lick. I feel like there's jokes to be made there about my sister's cat and, you know, putting things in his mouth that don't belong in his mouth, but we'll leave that for another time. And I think I'm gonna end this off here. So, can I find like a cool little view to look out on to end the video on? Maybe here. Alright. My name is Dragonite. This has been Pokemon Ultra Moon. Next time, we are going to continue up Route 1, right? Or is this Route 2? I don't remember what route this is, but we're gonna continue up it. I realized that I don't actually know when I'm going to be posting these videos because I do like to record these videos in advance sometimes, so I don't know if it actually makes sense for me to show specifically Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is, as of my recording this, one of the games that I'm currently working on. So I think instead I'm just going to say whatever games I'm currently working on, I'll have links to the Steam page down below, and you can go and have a look at them, wishlist them, and do all those, you know, indie game dev things. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.